The car's telling you something isn't quite right. You're driving along, music humming through the speakers. The road ahead is clear, and then suddenly that tire pressure light on your dashboard decides to throw a little party. But when you check the tires, they seem fine. So what's the deal? First off, the tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS, in your car is a pretty nifty piece of tech. It's there to keep tabs on the pressure of your tires and let you know when they dip below a certain SI, pounds per square inch. It's not just a gadget, it's a co-pilot, looking out for your safety and your fuel economy. There are a couple things going on that could explain this phantom alert from your vehicular watchdog. The weather outside is frightful, and it affects your tires. Cold air is dense, which Science 101 has hammered home as cold contracts, heat expands. So if you've checked your tires in a heated garage and then hit the Portland streets on a cold morning, physics pulls a fast one on you. That temperature swing can cause tire pressure to drop enough to trigger the TPMS warning light. The ghost in the machine sensor sensitivities. Sometimes the sensors themselves are a touch oversensitive. They can act up from something as simple as atmospheric pressure changes, a swift kick to the curb, or even just because they're getting on in years. They are battery-operated, after all. And in some cars, the reset procedure is about as clear as a foggy day on the Oregon coast, which means it might be holding on to some old tire pressure data. Tires suffer from performance anxiety too. Even if your tires look fine to the naked eye, they could be slightly off in pressure, just enough to upset the car's monitoring system, but not enough for you to notice at a glance. It's like the TPMS is saying, something doesn't feel quite right. Your best bet is to go grab a reliable tire pressure gauge and go through your tires one by one. Mismatched party, when one of these tires is not like the others. Now, if you've recently had a tire replaced or patched, the new tire could have different pressure requirements than your other three amigos, and that inconsistency could be throwing your TPMS for a loop. What all this boils down to is that the tire pressure light isn't just another annoying chime or a piece of dashboard pixel art that comes on for no reason. It's a little sentinel, tirelessly keeping a tire pressure vigil. So give your tires a once-over with a trusty gauge, adjust as necessary, and keep an eye on that light. It could be alerting you to something as unpredictable as a change in the weather or as fixable as a recalibration issue. If all else fails and the light seems to be stuck in rave mode despite your tires being in top-notch condition, it might be time for a little rendezvous with your local mechanic. They'll help you figure out whether you've got a persnickety sensor or if there's another gremlin hiding out in your TPMS. Meanwhile, why not crank your favorite tune and enjoy the crisp Portland air? Maybe even take the scenic route. Just keep one eye on the road and one on that dash, at least until you get that light checked out.